Hey guys, it's Feasible Tax, and today I'm going to start a new video series. I'm going to be looking into the history of ghost towns. I'm going to try to get one out every week, if I can. I'm going to start with towns in New England close to me. Maybe even get out to a few of them and take some videos and pictures on the site. And then I will branch out further to the west, obviously, where most of them are. So I'm going to start today with a video about the town of West Castleton. Now, there is a current town of West Castleton, but that's not the one we're talking about. The one I'm talking about is in Bombazine State Park, near the town of Castleton, Vermont. So, we have very few things in Vermont besides maple syrup and cold winters. One of those things is slate. Lots and lots and lots of slate. We also have sizable marble and granite mines, but slate is what made central to southern Vermont very wealthy in the middle of the 1800s. And the town of West Castleton is no exception. The town really started to boom in 1850 with the founding of the West Castleton Rail and Slate Company. It was a railroad company that would ship out slate that was mined in the town. And at this time, the company built a mill and company housing and West Castleton School Number 9. And they started to really build up the town. The company and town proceeded to grow through 1900s, and then the demand for slate, which was used mainly for roofs, kind of dried up. So the mines were running empty. There was no more demand, and it was becoming harder for them to remove all the rubble that they were building up. It was in 1929 that the Lakeshore West Castleton Mill was closed. It was also a note is that World War I caused in Vermont and New York slate producing areas a lot of unrest and strikes among the workers. So the Great Depression came after the war, and combined with the closing of the mill and the lack of money coming into the town, it really just sealed the fate of the town. And by the 1930s, late 1930s, early 1940s, the town was basically abandoned. Going through the town today, not the town. Going through the woods in Bombazine State Park today, you'll come across holes in the ground, cellars. They used to be. You can still find the old mill, the old schoolhouse. It's hard to find these areas. You really have to spend time walking through thick vegetation to come across a hole in the ground. And it's really sad that these areas just kind of stopped being. I find it fascinating. I never knew anything about this town until one day I was out in the woods. I was looking for a good place for a camping trip with my friends, and I just fell into a cellar. And so I did some research, and I came across, the only article that I can find, and where most of my information came from, is published in a local newspaper. And so that kind of told me the information that I shared with you, and I went out into the woods and I did some more exploring. Unfortunately, I didn't bring a camera with me. I will in the future. For future videos, I'll go to the areas, take some pictures for you guys, take some videos. But it makes me sad that these towns are just forgotten about. And I feel like somebody should really try to share their stories, because these were real places where real people lived and worked. I'm going to make another video about the ghost stories that are related to the town of West Castleton. There will be a link for that down below. Thanks for watching, everybody, and look next week for a video about one of the two ghost towns in Bennington, Vermont, or in Bennington County. I'll be making one of those shortly. I'll head out there when I have a day off, get some pictures of the areas, and maybe get some interviews with one of the 8 people who live in one of those towns. I'm going to try to anyway. So thanks for watching, everybody, and have a good day, and I'll see you next time.